going to be QB2 for the Oklahoma Sooners in 2023. And as we head into the spring game, we might get a better idea and answer to this question. But today I want to focus on three quarterbacks specifically. Not really going to focus a whole lot on Jacob Switzer. We're going to look at Jackson Arnold, Davis Beville, and General Booty, assuming that Dillon Gabriel is going to be the clear-cut starter in the fall of 2023. But before we dive into it today, please go ahead and hit that like and the subscribe button. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are down in the comments below. Realistically, who do you want to see as QB2, putting motions aside, put five-star status aside? Who do you think is best fit to take this position in 2023? All right, so last season was not ideal at quarterback, and I think we can all agree on that, right? Now, Dillon Gabriel, I still think, had an exceptional season with having to overcome the concussion protocol, having to come back, shake off that rust. He had 3,168 yards, 25 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. I definitely think Dillon Gabriel, if he goes out there this season, puts up 3,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, and stays in that 5 to 8 range on the interceptions, I don't think anybody's going to complain, or at least I don't think anybody should complain. But the question is, what if you have a season like you had last season where Dillon Gabriel goes down and there's questions at that quarterback number 2 position? Well, I think the first guy that we should look at is Davis Beville, because being at 6'6", 223 pounds, personally, in my opinion, I feel like there should be some expectations that this guy should be the clear-cut backup, because with his height, he's able to see over pretty much any offensive lineman that's going to be in front of him. Now, there are going to be restrictions. He's not going to be as fast as maybe a Jackson Arnold or Dillon Gabriel, or maybe even General Booty. I don't know how fast General Booty is, but he might not be as fast as those guys. But in terms of being able to see his receivers downfield, he's going to have a clear-cut advantage there. Height alone. But in 2021, he didn't, it's not like he threw a whole lot, but he threw 22 passes, completed 17 of them, had a 77% completion percentage, had a touchdown and interception. So I would say, dude, if you could give me a 60%, 63% completion percentage as a backup, I would be happy with that. You don't even have to give me that 77 you did in 2021. I look at how Davis Beville was in the system last year, flustered, right? A guy that kind of looked lost at sometimes, which is, I feel like, expected. Coming into a Jeff Lebby system that is complicated, right? It's going to take a quarterback at least a year to learn that system. I would expect Davis Beville to make significant improvements going into the 2023 season. Now, we've already seen some film of Davis Beville catching passes at the tight end position from General Booty. So my question is, could we see Davis Beville help Oklahoma out in terms of a belldozer type of situation? Could you see him in there at those 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 goal line situations, or shoot, even a 3rd and 1? Or could you see a 2 quarterback type situation where Dillon Gabriel's out there and you have Davis Beville, but Dillon Gabriel is throwing a pass out to Davis Beville, and Davis Beville's trying to get a couple yards? Or, eyes are on both quarterbacks. One guy's paying attention to Dillon Gabriel because he takes the snap. He passes it out to Beville, and Beville can launch it down the field. I don't know. All I know is Davis Beville does have the arm to do that. So I'm curious to see what his development is going to look like at the quarterback position, because, hey, still, the kid was a guy that had 13 offers out of high school, and he went to go play for a Power 5 program. So we know he at least had some potential and some upside there. Otherwise, he wouldn't have went to Pitt and other places like that. And in high school, the kid had 792 pass attempts, 490 completions, 6,759 yards, 88 touchdowns, and only 20 interceptions. So we know what he could do in high school. Let's see some translation to the college level. But looking at the JUCO transfer in General Booty, who a lot of people just love his name because, well, why would you not? You can get so many memes and so many jokes off that. But General Booty in JUCO, in junior college at Tyler Junior College, had 12 games played, 3,410 yards, 27 touchdowns, averaging about 284.2 yards a game. General Booty was first in so many statistical categories at the JUCO level: first in completions, first in attempts, first in yards, second in yards per game, first in touchdowns, first in sacks, with only taking 2 sacks, and then first in yards lost with only 13 yards lost. So General Booty, when you look at it, the lowest statistic he was at, which was yards per attempt at 7.8. That's still pretty good. Because, again, if half of that translates over to what he could do this season, you're talking about a pretty significantly good backup. And that kind of leads into my next person, Jackson Arnold. And the reason why I have kind of talked about Davis Beville and General Booty to the point that I have is because, yes, I want to see Jackson Arnold play 4 games this season. I want to see him in 4 games in action. Probably going to be the first 4 games. Because I think the first 4 games is who you're really going to figure out. I think you can potentially not play Dillon Gabriel as much, save him a little bit, and figure out this quarterback situation at number 2. Because I want Jackson Arnold to redshirt. I want him to be able to sit back and gain experience from a tenured quarterback like Dillon Gabriel, who's played in Jeff Lebby's system. Now, I get it. Some of you guys are going to jump in the comments and say, well, Preston, Jackson Arnold played in a similar system while he was at Denton Guyer. Completely get that. College is different from high school, and a lot of these players will tell you that too. So I talk about this, and I look at the betterment for Oklahoma going forward in the future. It's better to have your quarterback redshirt to not play a true freshman. That's why I'm not even entertaining the idea that Jackson Arnold is a starter over Dillon Gabriel unless Dillon Gabriel is hurt. That's the only time I will consider it. If Dillon Gabriel's hurt, then yes, maybe Jackson Arnold gets an opportunity there. But if Dillon Gabriel's healthy, you roll with Dillon Gabriel. You don't even consider Jackson Arnold at the moment, no matter how good he is, unless he's just, a Tom Brady type player and can go out there and freaking carry you to a Super Bowl, right? I don't think Jackson Arnold is there yet. I think he could be a great player down the road, but development is key. And having that first year to sit and learn and to be in a strength and conditioning program at the college level, it's important. So Dillon Gabriel, 6'1", 205-pound quarterback out of Denton Guyer, who in high school had a stellar career, had 542 completions, 7,537 yards, 67 passing touchdowns, 8 interceptions at one of the more prestigious Texas high schools, and did it at, the 6A Division II level. Yeah, Jackson Arnold could be that guy. He could be a major starter for multiple years at the University of Oklahoma. But for the betterment of this program, I think it's better that he plays 4 games this year. You see what you get. You use him in a die or need situation. Because if you've got Davis Beville and General Booty who can go out there and produce for you at a really well and really good level, utilize them and save Jackson Arnold. Save Jackson Arnold. Give him time to get used to the college atmosphere. I'm sure as a freshman that it's hard to adjust, especially when you're moving away from your parents, moving away from your family. Give him time to adjust. But guys, go ahead, jump down in the comments below. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Who do you think QB2 is going to be for the Oklahoma Sooners? I think it should be Davis Beville. I think there should be some expectations that Davis Beville can come in and run this offense at an efficient level. Here's my deal. If Davis Beville can't come in and run this, or even General Booty can't come in and run this offense at an efficient level without Dillon Gabriel, we might have a problem. Because I want to know, why are these quarterbacks not developing? Is it because they're not putting in enough work? Or is it because the system's not working? And I guess we're only going to know that answer as we get through the spring, get through the fall, and the season starts. But jump in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Who is your QB2 going into the spring, the summer, and the fall? Additionally, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, hit that like and the subscribe button.